Welcome back. Michael in Imperial Beach, California. Hey, Michael. Bread and circus?
Hey, Mr. Hartmann. Yeah, I think the bread and circus of our days is technology, cell phones, computers. No one really even talks to each other anymore in person. That is what is distracting both Democrats and Republicans. Then, as Danielle said, video games are stealing our youth's minds and even some adults' minds, which produces apathy and our lack of really being aware of what's going on behind the scenes. What do you think?
I think, and I wrote about this in both Prophet's Way and The Last Hours of Ancient Sunlight, I think that the television is a drug, and I think the computers arguably are drugs also. And here's my rationale. The thing, and not just a drug, but an addictive, consciousness-altering drug. The way that we define drugs is that they tend to be concentrated versions of something that exists in nature, but we intentionally concentrate them so that they can have a more potent impact. So you take, coca leaf, which is fairly benign. You could chew coca leaf all day long, and it's like, sipping on a cup of coffee all day, maybe sipping on 4 cups of coffee all day. But, people have been doing this for 10,000 years down in Peru. But if you distill out of that the cocaine and then you give that to the person, bang, really fast, hey, put this up your nose, then there's a woohoo, right? Same thing with TV. With TV, they will take several days and compress it into 1 hour or even 30 minutes. They'll take, the omniscience. You can see somebody 50 feet away and you can hear what they're saying, and then suddenly they cut to a close-up shot, and then they're looking up at the sky. And I mean, it's reality, but it's reality that's been digested and concentrated in a way to make it have much more impact when it's basically dropped on the screen in front of you. And therefore, it fits into the description, the generally accepted psychological, anyway, description of an addictive drug. And the addiction part is that you can demonstrate that there are people who have a problem chipping television. Chipping is occasionally using, with the most addictive drug in our society is tobacco. A very small percentage of people can chip tobacco. I think it's 5 to 8%, something like that. Most people get addicted to tobacco within a week. Heroin is far less addictive. Some 30–40% of people can chip heroin, and then it goes, down or up from there. Other drugs less addictive. But I've never seen a good study on how many people can chip television. How many people can turn on a television program or turn on the TV and ignore it, or not get sucked into it. And as you correctly point out, Michael, we give up our lives for this. This is the bread and circus. I say that being on TV, I realize. Although I think that I'm. Go for it.
Can I ask you one last question,
Sure.
Tom? Now, you said you take the train from your boat to work.
More or less.
What's it like when you get on the train? Because people know you. Do people approach you all the time, or do they sit there and...
It's, maybe 2-3 times a week somebody will come up and say, I love your show, or, that kind of thing. But generally not. I am not a major superstar, Michael. I'm a minor celebrity, but I am on television here over the air in D.C., so that does produce that. So yeah, it happens. Anyhow, thanks a lot for the call, Michael. It's always great to hear from you.